Hey y'all, hey, Amanda here, and today we are filming my June Medusa's makeup unbagging. But before we get into that, I do have a couple products I want to tell you guys about. I am wearing the Tarte Amazonian Clay 16-hour full coverage foundation in light neutral. It's 20N. And it is a perfect color match, but I'm glad I got this really little size container because this is very, very full coverage. So I'm not typically one to go for full coverage. So I'm glad I just have the little one for those special occasions where I maybe want more coverage, because it's definitely not something I would wear on the regular. But it is a really good color match to me, so that's great. I would say though that it is on the drier side. I do prefer to have more luminous finish, but it definitely covers like everything, so that's some serious stuff. Next, on my cheeks, I am wearing the final shade I have yet to use in the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Pro Blush Quad, and this I believe is Sugar. So it's this shade right here, and I had to use a very, very light touch with it. As you can see, it shows up quite nicely, and it's a beautiful color, but I had to be very light-handed with it as to not look like a clown. Overall, I really liked this palette, and I'm really glad that I got it in one of my boxes because I have been enjoying using it. I think every color looks nice on me. That said, I don't think this is for everyone. The first two shades I tried, here, let me open it back up. These first two shades do require build up even on someone as pale as me, so this is definitely going to be for someone who is light to fair. I don't even know if those colors would show up, those first two would show up that well on someone who is light medium, so just keep that in mind. But I do like this palette a lot. The last item I wanted to share with you guys is the Baked Eyeshadow in Raven from Medusa's Makeup. Got this in a previous box. It is black. So I used it to make a little diffused wing liner look, and I think it looks really, really cute. Even though it took me a couple tries on this eye, I eventually got it. But I do like the look, and I do think having a really dark black eyeshadow is going to be a nice thing to have on hand. So happy about that. Now let's go ahead and get into this month's Medusa's makeup subscription. Here's our card for this month, and it's got like a little phone imagery. It says beauty box. I don't think this is really telling us anything about the theme or anything, so let's just crack right into it. It looks like we're getting 5 items this month, and it says it's a $79 value. So let's go ahead and just grab the first one. This looks like a chapstick. Medusa's Makeup Lip Saver RX Vegan Cruelty Free Lip Balm. So this says it's a $5 value. $5 or less, I guess you could really say. It looks like it's just a generical lip balm. I'm kind of annoyed and over getting chapsticks in my boxes. I have a whole jar of chapsticks sitting here on my desk that, like, because I just keep getting so many of them. So it's whatever. I'll eventually use it, but it's not exciting at all. The next item we have here is from Lovebird, and this is their Acai Bowl Facial Serum. So here's what it looks like. Just kind of a metal container, not metal, glass container. And it's got a roller ball. I don't feel like a roller ball is a great application means for a serum. That seems kind of weird. Let me look at the card. They say this is a $22 value. I feel like it probably is not anywhere near worth that. The only ingredients are coconut oil, acai berry oil, and raspberry seed oil. That feels more like a cleanser to me, with all that coconut oil, with it being the first ingredient. I'm not using this. This is going to go in the giveaway box. One of you will get to try this. This is just not it for me. The next item we have is from Medusa's Makeup. It is the Liquid Lipstick Matte, and it is in the color Oh Bondage. And it looks like everyone is getting that same color, and this is a $14 value. And the tube, it looks like it's going to be a matte, like almost taupey nude. Let's go ahead and give it a swatch. So it does have kind of pinky purpliness to it, but it does sort of lean towards more of a natural skin tone type of lip color, like on my lips, but better color for a deeper skin tone. It's really pretty, and I can't wait to try that. That is a very interesting color. I do worry if maybe it leans a little cool for my skin tone, but we'll try it out in another video and we'll see. The next item I've pulled out here is from Jelly Pong Pong, and this is their Eye Smolder Gel Liner Wand Crayon Gel. And it doesn't look like there is a color listed. Let's check this. It just says Eye Smolder, $24 value. I always kind of think the Jelly Pong Pong items have a super inflated valuation because they always feel a little generic, but that is what it is. They're gonna type whatever they want to charge for it on there. So it has some plastic on it. Let me take a second and get this off. Okay, it took me a minute, but I got all the plastic off. Now let's take this and open it. Oh, it's almost like a champagne color. Draw a big swatch so you can really see the color. It is like almost a champagne-y tone. It's very interesting. I wasn't really expecting that, but we'll have to give that a try. It doesn't feel like an eyeliner, traditionally speaking, because that color is very, like, I don't know, very nudie and neutral and like terracotta-y almost. It feels more like that's an eyeshadow in an eye pencil form. So we'll play with that in the future. I am very curious about this product. It's very interesting. The last product in the bag is an eyeshadow. Looks like this is one of Medusa's Makeup's Glam Rock eyeshadows, and it is in the color Rebels. Let me go ahead and get it open. We'll take a closer look at this color. Okay, according to the card, everyone has gotten Rebel, and it's a $14 value. And here is what the color looks like. It's really pretty. It's kind of like a silvery, but there's almost like a lilac-y quality to it. I wonder how it's gonna swatch because it looks really pretty in the container. So here's what the color looks like. That lilac-y undertone sort of retains itself when swatched, and the color itself gets a pinch deeper than it looks in the pan, but it's very beautiful. That is just lovely. I really like how the 3 color products we got in this month's bag actually look like they could make a nice cohesive look. They all look like they go together really nicely, so maybe in one of my next videos I'll use all 3 of them together. We'll see how it goes, but I'm quite pleased with that eyeshadow. It's really pretty. So let's talk about my overall impression of this box. First of all, I would say I don't like the valuations on these 2 products. $24 for what feels like a pretty generic brand's eyeshadow or eyeliner stick. It's hard to tell what it even is, to be completely honest. Feels like a hefty valuation, and 3 oils mixed together in a container that doesn't even make sense for the type of product for $22. That feels really BS-y too. So I don't love the valuation on those products. I'm also not going to use this because it just feels like an afterthought kind of product. Don't love that. I also don't like that we got another generic chapstick. How many of these can they send? I think almost every one of them in my jar I'm looking at right over here on my desk is from Medusa's Makeup. Like, can we chill on the chapsticks? That said, I do really like the colors of all of the color products that were sent this month, and I think that they're gonna look really nice together, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm glad there were no repeats because there have been a couple of repeats here and there. So I'm really happy with the actual colors of the products. I always think Medusa's Makeup themselves have decent and reasonable valuation, so I can't complain about that. But there were some definite ups and downs here. But because I like the color products, I am going to rate this a little bit higher. I'd say probably a B. I do think this is just junk and I'm tired of getting chapsticks. We could do better, but we're doing really well. Maybe a B+. So you guys let me know what you thought of this month's subscription down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, you can give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, like I said, leave them down below. Hit the subscribe button and I will talk to you all later. Bye.